Example 4. Use the graph to write a formula for a polynomial of a least degree. Looking at this first graph, we can see a couple of things. We see that the y-intercept is at -3. And then we've got 4 x-intercepts. Our x-intercepts are -3, -2, +3, and +4. So, and I also see that this is facing down, so I think that the leading term is going to be negative. Just based on the end behavior. When I take the x-intercepts and I put them together and multiply them out, that is what gives me a general form of the function. So let's start by doing this. There's possibly some number that's multiplied in front of the whole function, so I'm going to put a there as a variable. We'll figure out later if there's something there. I'm going to take all of the x-intercepts and I'm going to subtract them from x. So when I have -3 as one of the zeros, the factor for that would look like x plus 3. This is how it would have gotten -3 as a 0. Here the factor would have been x plus 2. This would have been x minus 3. And this would have been x minus 4. Again, these are what the factored version looks like that lead to these zeros. So I'm going to write x plus 3 here, x plus 2, x minus 3, and x minus 4. So that would be the factored version that gives us all of those x-intercepts. What I do now is I take the y-intercept into account. So when I plug 0 into this equation for x, I should get -3 as the output. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug in 0 and see what we get, and then figure out what the value of a is going to be. So let's look at f of 0, which would be a times 3, 2, -3, and -4. Let's multiply all that together. F of 0 is -3. That's the output we're expecting. Let's see, 6 times 12 is 72. So if I do -3 divided by 72, that should give me that a value. So it looks like a is -1/24. We were expecting it to be negative because the function is flipped upside down. So we think that our final answer here is going to be, we'll go back up here, and instead of writing a there, we'll put -1. Oops, not there. I wanted to go up one more. Let's go up here. Let's write -1/24. We think that this is our function. It could be something else because we could have higher degree, right? Each of those zeros is going through the axis, so we could have a 3 here, and we could have a 5 here. Anytime that the multiplicity is odd, the function travels through the graph, but in this case, they wanted us to give the polynomial with the lowest degree possible.